Be like every night, home or away. It's just it's going to be a grinder, and there's just so many good teams in this league. They're a really good basketball team, and I don't think they're going to be much different than anybody else we play in the league. This is going to be incredible this season, and so a great learning experience for us. We made a lot of mistakes in the first half, but I thought down the stretch, having a veteran like Collin and veteran like Jermaine, I thought they made really smart plays down the stretch, and that was the difference. When it got tight at the end, these two were great.
Jay, you held them to 1-3, so you really guarded the line effectively against a team with pretty good perimeter people.
We did hoops. We were just talking about that walking over here. We did a good job. Now our one-on-one defense, getting back down in ISOs, we got to do a little work on. But I thought we did. I think we did a pretty good job. But I was pleased with that.
The defending three, they have to give up something, because they did have 6 points in the paint.
Yeah, you do, but not that much. You are going to have to give up some. And you want to try to keep them off balance at the 3-point line, and then keep them off balance on their ISOs. And I thought we did a pretty good job not fouling too. When they're really physical, they were going right up our chest, and they're good at that. They were good at that last year, and so that when they create contact like that, it can force you to react and foul. I thought we were pretty smart. I thought Jermaine did a real good job on Marshall a number of times when he's backing him down, just keeping his hands back and not fouling him.
Jay, the first half got a lot of points going to the basket. The second half, the outside opened up a little bit more. So you have that type of balance to score inside and outside.
That's another good thing I thought we did tonight was our balance. We had some games earlier where we didn't get any threes. We were just driving the ball all the time, and then we had just a game where we shot 41 threes and didn't get to the foul line at all. Didn't drive the ball. I thought in the second half we did a better job of mixing it up. I thought first half we were just putting our head down and driving and not really making good decisions. But these are all the things we're going to learn as a team, and we're also going to start to learn how people defend us. We just haven't had all these guys on the floor, so you don't know what guys are going to do. Like, they have a pretty good feel. They've got 4 guys that have played a lot of minutes for them. They know what people do to them, and they exploit it. We're still trying to figure out what people do to us.
Jay, how do you think your young squad did in their first Big East game?
I was proud of them. I was really proud of them. I think Xavier is a really good team. As I said earlier, a lot of veterans that are smart. We had a couple of leads in the first half. You just know they're not going to go away. Our young guys don't know that. I don't know what the score was, but we had it to I thought 8 or 11 there, and our young guys think, you just now you blow them out. They don't know it does not happen in the Big East, and we started just getting sloppy, and they came right back at us, and I think that's a great lesson we'll learn tonight.
Jay, Collin had a huge game for you. On a night when Sadiq struggled a little bit offensively, it really helps having that type of perimeter.
Definitely. You can't be a good team and have just 2 guys that are good from the perimeter or 3. You can't do that anymore. We got a lot of guys that can do it, and any night it could be Justin Moore. He had a couple good threes. Could be Collin. Could be Sadiq. Could be Jermaine. Could be Cole Swider. And that's the way it's got to be. And I think these guys understand that, and I hope it is that way every night. It makes us tough to guard if you don't know who's going to be the guy that's going to get hot from 3.
You guys let them early in the game. How important are games like this going further into the season?
Well, all these games for us are important. We still have a lot to learn, but you can learn from winning. If you're honest with yourself, you can still learn. We're going to learn a lot from this one. We could have lost this one, and there would have been a lot of lessons with first half turnovers, not playing unintelligently when we got a lead. Some breakdowns defensively on our game plan. We would have learned, right, by a loss. But we got to still learn that way, winning, and keep getting better, because everybody in this league is going to keep getting better.
Coach, you had 15 assists on 25 made shots. What does that say about the self selflessness of the offense.
Yeah, I like that. I know we have selfless guys. We have to make better decisions, but they're definitely selfless. You know, they want to share the ball. They're happy for each other when they get shots. No one's trying to get theirs. So I love that about the team. Now, decision making, we got to get a little bit better. The turnovers in the first half we traveled out of bounds with the ball. Like that's just inexperience, youth, and we'll learn from it.
Jay, how do you think your team basically learned from upsetting number 1 team in the nation and now going into conference play?
You know, that was another thing that we had as a challenge tonight, which was first time these guys had some success with a big win. How do they come back to practice? They had a great week of practice. How do they come back to the next game? And they did a great job. That's something that they'll learn. You know, you just got to go through it the first time.
Collin, you talked about your perimeter defense today. As a team, was that a focal point for you guys to guard the line?
Yeah, kind of. Our coaches did a great job of scouting and helping us with knowing what they do and what they like to do on the perimeter. So we were just locked into the scouting report and trying to take away some of their guys, their certain tendencies that they like to do.
The coach always says every game is a new experience for the team because you're so inexperienced. But in crunch time, it seems like the veterans step up and rise. Is that something you're conscious of, that in critical situations, your experience has to come?
Yeah, definitely. I think me and Jermaine know that we've been in tight games. We've been in Big East battles before, and we've watched it a lot as freshmen. So we know what it takes, and we know what it is now. So we kind of have to help get the younger guys to come along with us, and they're doing a great job of it. And we just have to continue to grow as leaders ourselves.
Jermaine, do you try to do that just through your actions, or you speak with your words too?
I just try to do it as much through my actions as possible. You know, it's they only can see it. It's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing showing the young guys what it's like to you know, be in a Big East battle.
Collin, do you feel like a responsibility? I guess you played the most Big East games of anybody. Anybody on this current team? Did you feel like you had to take the reins more tonight?
Not necessarily. I think that's just kind of in my nature as a leader on the team. Knowing when we needed to get a good shot or when we needed to stop, talking to the guys, the younger guys, making sure that they know what we were doing defensively and what set we were in offensively, just being a leader vocally and leading by example on the court.
Jermaine, they look like they wanted to take the ball to the basket, play the inside games. Talk about the defensive effort, how tough it is, underneath having to battle.
Xavier's a great driving team. They all have different guys that can create off the dribble, and they run sets for those guys to get downhill as well. So, you know, it's a challenge to keep them in front as well. But I think we did a good job, and you know, we'll continue to get better at it, keeping those guys in front.
Jay, you probably answered this question, but what did you think of the defense against the constant penetration to the rebound?
Yeah, I was saying earlier, I thought we did a good job not fouling. I thought we did a good job defending the three. We just didn't do a great job all the time, you know, defending in the paint area, like our physicality. But that's something, you know, we're going to learn. Like Jeremiah Robinson Earl doesn't go against anybody like that in practice, you know. And he's done it a couple nights now. He did it against Azubuike. He did it in this game. He did it against Baylor and Ohio State. So he's starting to get and understand how physical you have to play. So we got to get better at that. I thought Jermaine did a good job. I said earlier a couple of times when Marshall tried to post him up, took him inside. He really was physical, tough with him, but that's a junior, you know. We'll get better. We need to get better at that.
And I'm sorry if you answered this one too, but what about Collin and his aggressiveness tonight? How much did you like that?
I really liked his decision making in the second half. I thought there were a lot of situations where they switched bigs on him. They switched guys that had foul trouble on him, and he made great decisions on when to take it at him, when to get somebody else's shot, when to get his three. You know, when you're the decision maker, playmaker, you're not going to be right all the time. It's like a quarterback. You got to have a short memory, and I thought he did a great job of that.
Jay, you mentioned the grind of the Big East. You have there's two teams ranked in the top 25, a whole bunch receiving votes. What do you think these people do?
It's pretty incredible. I heard before the game 9 teams received votes. It's amazing, man, and they're all deserving. And I would assume Providence was the one that didn't get votes. Is that true? Providence could be. They could end up being one of the best teams in the league by the end of the year. It's going to be incredible. It's like it really reminds me of old Big East days, man. I think every game's going to be like this.
At the start of the Big East season, you guys had so much success years since the Big East reconfigured. How do you think you've had that success, and was tonight an indication of some of the recent success?
I don't mean to be flippant, but honestly, we've had success because we had really good players. We really have. We've had really talented guys. You can see them all, excuse me, playing in the NBA, and you see what they did. And we do have really good players, but they're just young and inexperienced. And we got a couple older great players that are carrying them through it right now. And the quicker that we can get these guys experience, like Brian Antoine got in there today. Like, he's only been practicing a short while. He gets a lot of energy, but a couple quick fouls, He'll get better. And that's what our season's going to be about.
Ed, what do you think the strength of the
I think balance. I think they're a great defensive team. They're an outstanding rebounding team. They execute really well offensively. You saw there were a number of times coming out of timeouts they caught us on some great sets, and they've got great guard. I think I just said everything, right? It's balance, right? They got great guards that can score, shoot. They got inside game. I think they're a great team. That's why I think this is a really important win for us. Thanks, guys. Happy New Year, guys.